Yo, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we're talking about the 10 things I cannot live without. Now, personally, I'm in the content creation space. I do a lot of video and photo work professionally for a living, and I also have my YouTube channel here. So these are kind of my everyday essentials for whether I just be creating content, or maybe I'm traveling, or just things that I actually use in my everyday life. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy this video. There's a few kind of little funny items you might not expect. Now, if you guys do end up enjoying today's video, please drop it a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing. Those things really help the channel out. And all the items that I talk about in today's video will also be linked down in the description below if you guys want to check anything out for yourself. But let's go ahead and dive into this first item that I can't live without. Now, the first item up should be absolutely no surprise if you guys know me and my channel, and that is the Apple Airpods Pro. Now, I use AirPods all the time, all day long. Honestly, whether I be working out, listening to music, listening to a podcast, or my favorite way to actually use them is if I'm on a phone call, just to be able to have two hands free and do other stuff while I'm on a call. I recently picked up the Pros, which I've been loving these with the noise cancellation for if I'm traveling, like on an airplane, things like that. So the Apple AirPods, they're a staple in my everyday life, and I have been loving the Pros. Now, the next item up is this company called Liquid IV. Now, if you guys haven't heard of this before, basically it's like a powder form hydration, similar to like a Gatorade on steroids is kind of the way I explain it. But I love it because they come in these small little packets here, and they are perfect to throw in your gym bag or maybe your camera bag for long shoot days, or especially if you're traveling. It's easy to throw in your backpack, maybe even your camera bag or your gym bag. I personally make sure I drink one of these whenever I have like a long shoot day or a full day of traveling, or sometimes even during a workout. It might sound a little silly, but honestly, making sure you stay hydrated and get enough liquids in, this is just kind of a nice way to make sure you're feeling good. And you honestly do notice a difference when you are really well hydrated. Also, another little pro tip and maybe a secret tip about this is if you drink one of these after a night of drinking before you go to bed, you're gonna wake up feeling like $1 million the next morning. Next up, we got some playing cards. These don't need much explanation, but these ones specifically made by a company called Air Deck. There's these tiny little playing card decks, so it's easy to fit in a pocket, maybe in your girlfriend's purse, in a backpack, a camera bag. They are perfect for traveling, taking it to a bar if you guys want to play some games, things like that. But they're super cool. They're just tiny. They look awesome. They come in a bunch of different colors from this company. I just like this little deck because it's so small and I can honestly take it anywhere. Now, this item is probably my favorite one on the list, and I should have done this one first so I could be drinking it throughout the video, but that is the Ghost Energy, and this is the Sour Patch Kids Blue Raspberry flavor. Now, I've talked about this drink before on my channel. I'm kind of big into supplements and energy drinks, kind of everything in that space. It's always been an interest of mine, but I just enjoy having something that I can drink while maybe I'm editing some photos or getting some video work done, or even playing Call of Duty or Apex with some of my buddies. I always usually have an energy drink probably once a day, and this one definitely is my favorite. Now, this next item is from a company called Mad Rabbit. This is their tattoo balm, and as you guys can obviously tell, I have quite a few tattoos, and something that I've always been big on is taking really good care of them and making them last a long time, looking good, because if you're gonna spend a lot of money on a tattoo, you want it to look good for as long as you can. So actually, this sleeve over here, I got this done almost 12 years ago, and I still get a lot of compliments on how vibrant it is. And that's because I spend so much time taking care of it, whether it be sunscreen or just using products kind of like this tattoo balm. You basically just put a little bit on your tattoo. It just keeps it hydrated and really kind of makes the colors pop. But they also have some other cool products like a sunscreen, which I tested out. It's a really strong sunscreen to protect colors and tattoos. I actually went on vacation like 2 weeks exactly after getting a new huge tattoo on my leg, and the sunscreen was really impressive. My tattoo healed perfectly and I had no issues with it at all. So they have a few different products on their websites, and so far everything that I've used I've been a really big fan of. So yeah, Mad Rabbit, definitely check out their products, and hopefully we're working some magic and we can have a little custom link or code. So definitely check out the description below if you guys want to check out any of their products. All right, so the next item up, I am a big hat person. I probably wear a hat like 6 6 days a week. I've just kind of always been like that, whether I be traveling or have a shoot going on, or maybe I just don't feel like doing my hair that day. It's just easy to put on a hat and go out the door. But this is from a company called Inaka Power. They are some really good guys down in Houston, Texas. They have kind of like a hype beast streetwear fitness brand where they make fitness equipment and some other things. I'm repping these guys a lot, and I hope to maybe do some work together at some point. But yeah, I always have a hat on me. This one right here is from Inaka Power, and yeah, it's my favorite hat. Now this next item up is a wireless charger from Anker. Now this thing, I think it's like called the MagSafe wireless charger, and it's really cool because if you have one of the newer iPhones, it just actually just magnetically connects to your iPhone and charges it wirelessly this way. I know Apple actually just came out with a similar battery pack. Anker kind of beat them to the punch. That's why I have this one already, but I do plan on maybe checking out that Apple one in the future. But you guys know the drill. If you're traveling, you have a long shoot day, things like that. Even the large iPhone 12 Pro Max, the battery life on this thing is insane. But some of those long days, you just need a little bit of an extra charge. And this thing is nice. You don't have to plug it in. You don't have to look for a cord, and you're not gonna lose it because it just sticks to your phone and you can just keep doing whatever you need to do on it. Now this next item up is a staple in my everyday life, and that is the Vans, just the classic black skate highs. I right now probably in this household, embarrassingly enough, I think I have 4 or 5 pairs of these. I use them to work out. I use them for just everyday stuff. You guys can kind of tell probably from my background. I'm big into sneakers and just that kind of that entire culture, but especially when you are on like location or shoots or you're moving a bunch of equipment and stuff, you guys probably know that you kind of ruin your clothes and especially shoes very quickly. So I've kind of just learned that these are kind of like my go-to. They're clean, they look good. You can dress them up, you can dress them down, and they're just really easy to replace once they get dirty enough. It's funny, but yeah, I honestly love just these skate highs. It's really just kind of like my main shoe, if I'm being honest. So I use these pretty much most days of the week, unless maybe it's a special occasion. And pro tip, if you think Vans are just too flat and they don't give you any cushion, look for these special ones that are called the Pop Cush. They have like a really nice soft liner in it, and they're good for like staying on your feet or working for long days. This next item goes with me honestly everywhere. This is the 30-ounce Rambler from Yeti. I love Yeti products. We have a ton of them here in this household, and I just like everything they do, from a brand standpoint to their products to their marketing. They just kind of do things the way that I would do things, and I really appreciate that. I really enjoy their kind of limited edition colors and their different marketing strategies. I love this color, and this thing goes with me everywhere. Now this next item is a really fun one. It's called Mike's Hot Honey. It's basically just a spicy honey that is amazing on like everything. My personal favorites is on pepperoni pizza, maybe on some salmon or even some like fried chicken. Honestly, they need to make this in a smaller size as well so I can travel with it. But if you haven't tried this stuff yet, you have to pick it up. It's honestly like good on anything if you like that spicy kind of sweet stuff. Yeah, this is so good. Now, a fun little bonus item are these sour strips. I'm a really big fan of sour candy, and these are just kind of my addiction. I always have a couple of these in my camera bag when I'm traveling, maybe on board on an airplane or just in my hotel after a long shoot day. But yeah, they're a really cool company. Their stuff tastes amazing, and this is the watermelon. Highly recommend checking these out. All right guys, so those are my 11 items that I can't live without, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know down in the comments below what item I left off this list that you guys think is just totally obvious and I should have included. But guys, that's gonna be it for me in today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy it, please drop it a thumbs up. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. I notice each and every single one, and I try to respond to all the comments that you guys leave, and I really do notice all of it. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one very, very soon. Peace, guys.